Here's a good one. Hey, today let's talk about a concept that I think is going to help you hit it much longer and straighter, both off the tee, longer and straighter, but also hit into the green your scoring shots with a lot more precision as well. So if that's something you're interested in, then keep watching. Hey, this is Steve with HitItLonger.com. Thanks for getting me over 100,000 subscribers. Here's to the next 100,000. I hope you join me for the ride and it improves your golf swing tremendously. If you get value out of this video, I hope you like and subscribe. So I'd like to teach you a concept. It's kind of a Mike Austin concept. You can look him up or look at some of my other videos if you want more information on him. Top flight teacher and pioneer of long driving and of teaching as well. Mike was an amazing guy, but he had a concept that he would call right side under. So if we go back to the shot that I hit in the intro, you're going to see quite clearly my right hip and my right shoulder are clearly through the impact zone much lower than my left. And so in this video, we're going to talk about the specific motions that will help you get there and why it's going to help you so much. So fitting the right side under is crucial for hitting it both long and straight. Why straight? Because as we post up the left side and the right side fits under, lower than the right, it allows that club to more naturally drop into a shallow and inside slot where you can come at it from the inside and hit with tremendous power, also controlling the club face. It essentially sets our torso on a tilt. Once we're on this tilt, we're going to rotate on this established tilt, goes right through the golf ball and tangent to right down the fairway. So you can really explode through it like that, get a ton of power and distance. Now, let's look at how we're going to construct a right side under position. For this, we're going to have to utilize the spine and the knees, and this is going to help us create this right side under. So what we've got to do from the top of the swing, where you might end up in a position something like this, we're going to step down on the left heel. We're going to push the belt buckle about 6 inches out in front of the chin. So right now I've got my belt buckle on top of my left heel, while my nose and my chin are more back between in the center of my feet. So I have established a tilt to my spine. The way that people will fail to create this tilt is they'll keep the spine upright, either by not shifting laterally, thinking that they can turn in a barrel this way, or they might be shifting their weight to the front heel, but they're letting their head flow with it. So when you're doing that, you're keeping the right shoulder and the right hip are now still level with the left side. Therefore, if I stayed level this way, I'm going to make a rotation more like this, too level, too flat. What that would do, you could see, I don't have to hit this, but you'd be able to see, if I were to do that, I'm going to smother hook this, just like that. So without any tilt, it totally changes the axis that this club is going to approach into the ball. Now I can figure out a way to hit it straight from here somehow if I can. So I'm going to let my belt go to my heel and I'm going to let my head go with it so that I'm turning more level. I could hold it off, but now I've sacrificed a ton of power in order to overcorrect and put that club face back square to the ball and make it go down the fairway. So it's possible to hit it down the fairway this way sometimes, but you're simply not going to get the power and the accuracy combined. So we need this tilt. Head back, hips forward. You should feel, as your head stays back, your right knee is underneath your chin. You should feel like you can stand on one leg. And look at the position of my left foot. My toes wiggling up in the air, and I'm on the outside of the heel with most of my weight. Just like that, I can actually balance on one foot this way. So when we can get those motions to happen, we're going to make a lateral shift of the spine, the lower spine, while the nose and the chin stay in the middle. I'm going to allow the right knee to flex quite a bit, actually. Flex. Notice that my right knee is flexing almost all the way up adjacent to my left knee in front of it. This is causing my right leg to be shorter than my left, as my left knee is drawing into extension, making it long. Right leg is short. It's creating a tilt to my belt line. And now that there is a correct tilt in the belt line, I can turn through this safely without having to compromise my spine by side tilting it, as you see, starting to see some players on TV do. They're straightening this knee and they're going through with their hips more level, which means they have to increase the side bend to get down to the ball. And as you side bend and go into extension and do rotation, not as easy on the discs and the vertebrae themselves. So we'd like to keep everything intact as we grow older. Let's do it this way. We're going to create a tilt at the belt by creating this side tilt of the spine, combined with the usage of the knees, straightening and flexing, and that puts this right shoulder and hip under the left, to where we're now turning our torso like a wheel, going right through the ball and down the fairway. Let's look at one from the front view now, and let's see in a slow-mo fashion, a replay, how from this angle you'll be able to see the spine tilting and the right hip and shoulder dropping under, right side under swing. Boy, there's a perfect shot. I couldn't have hit it any straighter or right on the button than that. And you see in the replay how the tilt of the spine, the head back in the center, the activation of the knees, straightening and flexing, is going to set this torso on a tilt that I'm going to keep unwinding on till I finally straighten up at the very end. But through the hitting area, I've got this beautiful tilt that allows that club to better attack from the inside shallow instead of over the top. It's very difficult to come over the top and swing overly out to in and slice the ball. It's a lot harder. It's possible, but it's harder when you're in this position here with the right side under. The club's natural position wants to come here, not here. So if you can learn these movements, the hips and the spine and the knees, practice them at home first. Do them with dry swings, slow motion. Then move to the range with the small club, small swing, work your way up till finally you can do it at full speed with your driver on the golf course for the big bucks, right? All right. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll give this concept, this right side under concept, a try. It's going to help you a lot, I think, if you activate it. Hey, I'm Steve. Thanks for watching. If I don't see you in the next video, I'll see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Everybody take good care.
Oh.